What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am gonna try something new, and I'm gonna start doing these videos in my car just to make the traffic time go by a little bit faster. So I apologize if the video is a little shaky, but I'm gonna do my best so I can make these videos a little bit more entertaining while I'm driving. But today the Senate 86-11 approved the $40 billion going to my favorite country of all time, fucking Ukraine. If you guys remember my last video about Hunter Biden's emails, where I explained how Donald Trump was impeached over Ukraine, over quid pro quo. And if you guys, I'm sure you guys already know where Biden came out and was threatened to withhold Ukrainian aid. So Ukrainian prosecutors should be fired because they were looking into a company where his son worked or was the board member. And that's not quid pro quo, right? But Donald Trump said, I'm going to withhold aid, and they impeached him for it. And that was the House of Representatives, the morons, the Democrats. It was a Democratic vote to impeach him because they had the majority. So now, guess which country Biden is aiding? Again, Ukraine. $40 billion on top of the other, I believe $14 billion is going to Ukraine now, to aid the Ukrainians, to aid Zelensky, where Zelensky refused to help Trump on supposedly where the impeachment was, Trump was trying to get dirt on Biden. So now Zelensky is returning the favor by asking for more money, because that money is probably going to get laundered some way, somehow, shape or form. $40 billion, guys. $40 billion. You know what I could do with $40 billion? I'll tell you what I'll do. I will go to a country in South America. I'll pick a country that I could buy a huge land. I'll build a factory. I'll build a bunch of residential area around the factory. Start a manufacturing business for America. And start creating products to import into America. You know what that would do? That would reduce illegal immigration. That will create a new economy in that poor country. It creates jobs. Because obviously, the policies that we have set place in United States, with all the regulations and all that stuff, manufacturing here will not survive. So you have to fix it one way or another. How you could do it is basically, you want to save the world, you want to save the planet, you tree huggers, instead of paying for shipping across the Atlantic Ocean, the carbon footprint of these shipping containers and these ships to bring thousands of these shipping containers. Now it'll be in South America. The cost of shipping is cheaper, less fuel will be used. You'll be helping out an economy at a different country. You'll reduce the illegal immigration into the United States. That by itself creates a surplus. That by itself reduces the bleeding of money in this country. But then again, what's $40 billion, right? How much is $40 billion? Nothing to these politicians, because it's not their money. They're just printing it. It's free money. It's cheap. It's worth nothing. In the world economy, $40 billion is like 40 grand, 40,000 bucks. Right now. It's not a lot of money. So, as I'm saying this, people should think that all the money we wasted on Iraq, all the money that we wasted on Afghanistan, all these stupid wars, and these freaking moron of a president that we have just sent troops to Somalia. Think a little bit. Think just for 1 second that if you voted for this moron, you just voted for all these wars again. You just voted to waste the money of the taxpayers. But again, I can't even say it's the taxpayers' money, because we've surpassed the amount of taxes we paid and wasted it away on stupid wars. And here comes the adult in the White House, right? The morons in the news media, they said Joe Biden, he's the adult. It's good to have an adult in the White House. Yeah, you got an adult, a senile one with a diaper, a little bit over and surpass the adult part. Unfortunately, when you get a little bit older, you tend to go back to being a child, because you will need a lot of care. Diapers and bibs and fucking formulas, Ensure, because you can't digest anymore. So God knows how many bottles of Ensure Biden drinks now. But anyhow, the point is, that when you have this kind of administration, when you have this kind of people running the country, when you have rhinos, Republican rhinos running the country to this level, voting alongside these dumb Republicans, I stand with Ukraine. I stand with Ukraine. Why don't you stand for Americans? Why don't you guys stand for American people? Why don't you stand for the taxpayers who actually, put you in that position? But you know what? Over and over and over again, they have proven that they don't stand for the American people. They just use the American people to get what they want. These lifelong politicians have done this over and over and over and over and over again. This is why I call for term limits. Once you do your term, you are not allowed to lobby for 5 years. Basically, you got to be out of the picture, out of the political scene for 5 years, so you could be irrelevant again. You should not be relevant. Look at the Clintons, lifelong politicians. Look at Joe Biden, lifelong politician, lifelong, 50 plus years. That's all he's done. That's all he knows. He's never held a fucking job in his life. And look at the shamble we're in, right? And people go, Trump, he had daddy's money, and he was rich to start off with, and blah blah. Well, you know what? He was rich to start off with, but he made himself richer. He got into the billionaires club. He actually got into the billionaires club. How did Joe Biden get into the millionaires club as a politician? How is it that a politician who is supposed to be a servant of the people become a multi-millionaire? Not just, a million here, a million there. A multi-millionaire. That's questionable, but nobody questions it. Had it Bernie Sanders, the socialist of all, become a millionaire, right? He's the one that says, oh, share the wealth, right? Has he shared his wealth with anybody? No. He's a hypocrite. Democrats are hypocrites. Malcolm X said it the best. Malcolm X said it the best. Be careful of the white liberals. They're like a fox. They will pretend that they are advocating for you. They will pretend that they care for you, but in the background, they're actually using you to get what they want. You know why he calls them fox? Because fox, they mislead you. They will manipulate you. They're the biggest manipulators. So that's what Malcolm X said, and he doesn't. He said this back then, and he even talked about Republicans. He's like, Republicans will speak the truth, but they'll stay silent because how manipulative the liberals are. So this is why now we have this crazy separation between the liberals and the conservatives. It's not a good thing, if you ask me. There's no balance in it right now. Absolutely no balance. So what now, guys? What now? What do you think is going to happen now? I think we're about to hit hyperinflation right now, where gas prices are about to hit $9 to $10 a gallon in certain areas, specifically California. I live in Virginia. Virginia right now at Costco. This is Costco price. Premium gas is $5. Regular gas is $4.29. So we are still hitting the highest point from average gas prices. And you know what? I see people suffering like nobody's business. Before, people used to shop full baskets, and a full basket used to cost somewhere between $300 or $400 usually. This is like 2-3 years ago. A full basket now, you're looking about $600-700. That's not a 10% inflation. That's not a 15% inflation. It's more like a 40% inflation. You're paying so much more for food and regular items. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting out of hand. So, yeah, and I don't want to impeach this moron because Kamala is another moron that I really don't want to be around. She's even worse. She's not any better than this guy in the office. So I don't know, guys. I don't know what's gonna happen. This is not a good setup that right now we have. This is not practical. We are. This is not even the worst. The worst hasn't even come yet. So, brace yourself. If I were you, I would just stock up on like some, cheap stuff like pasta, rice, and stuff like that, just to have, just in case, So, and I'm not saying go crazy, go, full doomsday preparer style. No, I'm saying just have enough stuff, for a rainy day, stuff that doesn't go bad. Pasta, rice, dried beans of any sort, lentils and stuff like that. Something that you can actually soak in water and, cook up and eat, that gives you the source of protein you need, gives you fiber, and, you get some starch out of it too. So, that's my suggestion. And again, I'm not saying go crazy. I'm not saying go buy the whole store. I'm not saying go empty out the shelves. I'm just saying have enough for like a week to 2 weeks worth of food stored in your house. Something that doesn't go bad, canned products, stuff like that you can actually quickly, turn into a meal. So spices are cheap right now, so get some spices. Have enough, if you want to make something. Canned tuna, you can't go wrong with tuna. So, anyways, guys, this is the first time I'm doing this out of the car, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please hit share, subscribe, and leave your comments down below. Until the next time, guys, I'll bring you guys some more fun stuff during the drive to my work, or if I'm going shopping or whatever. I will try to do these in the car now, just to get out of the house a little bit, give you guys a little scenery, right here. All right, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.